Okay, so, chat, chat, am I live? That is the question. Give me a second, I will try to proliferate the link to the stuff once again. There we go. Part 2. Yes. Now, let's get that 2. Get that out. And, yeah, right now, I'll just, make sure that, that everyone gets the new link. Here. Resumes. Stream resumes, yes. There we go. I will just do that. But yeah, shortly it is back on the menu. But yeah, admittedly, with my current setup, I had to, well, you know, my relatives were moving the contents of one room to another, which means, which in short means the whole Wi-Fi thing had to be unplugged. Like, Ethernet's currently kaput thanks to that, so I had to fall back to that one, and yeah, it did not last. However, the show shall go on. The show shall go on. Rest assured, it has been taken care of for the time being, and I will make do with the current setup. But yeah, I will finish updating the link, and from there I shall continue to build. So yeah, it shouldn't be much longer now. Let's see. Few streams. There we go. Probably forgot to post that one here, and yeah, that ought to work. Show goes on. Show goes on indeed. But yeah, welcome back. As I was saying, I didn't know if to buy the HG Johnny Zaku or use the 2002 Char Zaku as Johnny Zaku. Personally, I think, I mean, both are using the pre-revive setup, so, I mean, you might just get the MSV one. You know, one more Zaku for the Gunpla heap. Right. But yeah, where did I put my circle? Hopefully, by this time the paint had dried. Okay, so the OBS shut itself as well. Hi Rogue new type. But yeah, I think you know, having the lag variants, the lag part, the variant parts of the R2 would be nice. But then again, I am very much biased in favor of more Zakus. So you know, if that's the answer you came looking for, that's the answer you're gonna get. Shower Edmund place. Yeah, there we go. Probably gonna have to give it a bit of more of a snap. A snap. Here we go. We got the feet. We got the feet. Pretty sure somewhere, somehow, somewhat, Quentin Tarantino just heard the word feet and is now popping the solid one. I mean, what? Anyways, that's... and it's feet now. And that's the A runner. Polycaps and E2. E2. Which one is E2? Yeah, that's, this one. As you can see, I, did make sure the victory has the victory shoes. Although I'm not sure about Rogue Newtap's recommendation of, well, not sure if he meant it like a recommendation, because like early RGs are very rough. But yeah, it does have one. If RG is what you were pursuing. Although, you know, you can't go wrong with the HGUC in terms of price and, you know, simplicity of assembly. And sometimes sturdiness. Like, the Victory series is admittedly a hassle to maintain in Master Grade, since it's got a shitload of doohickeys and little bits and bobs, little pieces that basically allow it to transform. And yeah, it's very much does compromise the structural integrity of the kit itself. So, you know, shit will start falling off, and you know, that is not ideal if you want to mess with it a lot, which I'm guessing, since you know, you do like doing your stop motion thingamajigs, the HG is, I guess, the more ideal one. Also, speaking of the old Sharsh Zaku, I've seen a guy have that be as one of his like initial builds in the local, initial painted builds in the local modeling, well, plastic modeling group a couple months back, which was pretty cool. Ain't gonna lie, that was that was a cool build. Sorry for not having the foresight of muting myself before the sneeze. So there's that. I got an excuse, but yeah, should be the polycaps for the feet. I don't get what people have against polycaps. They're not bad, and yeah, they have issues, but you can fix those issues. And funnily enough, like I keep hearing they get loose after a bit. They get loose after a bit, and you know, then I'll look at some of the newer kits, such as my EG Gundam or my Revive Zaku, and those ones have like very loose bits in some sections. To this day I will probably bitch and moan about the Zaku 2 wrists on the HG Revive till the day I die, because like it holds perfectly under a specific angle, but if you twist it, it falls off like it's nothing. It falls off like no one's business. So yeah, that's a thing to look out for if you're looking for those. But I mean, otherwise it's a really solid kit. It's got a lot of articulation and whatnot. Let's see. Now for the bottom of the feet. It should be yeah, above. and get the shoe from down there. Like this, and that, and oh yeah. Look at that foot articulation. That's some spiky. You can you can turn that Victory into a ballerina in no time. Its feet can just do that. Let's see, is there anything to clean up on this piece? Probably not as much, so yeah, I'll just give it a couple passes. This thing goes here, it's there. But yeah, holy moly, we got Tal on the line. Sup, Talos? Hello, good sir. The HG generator in 2002 is way better than 2002. That 2002 it's an old demold. It won't look with current Gunpla. Oh, interesting to know. Early RG is not good, but I think the Johnny Ryden RG is newer, I think. Interesting. Bless you, good sir. Came to say mostly hello, and I am heading back out. Busy week. Later! Later, Talos! So yeah, later, Talos. Yeah, the fellas came around to check out the stream. That's pretty baller. Let's see, what else do I have that needs to be worked on? And the deer runner should be that's the gunmetal one. So I will move my things around again. Hopefully I have refreshed the chat box. It should absolutely work. Hopefully. I mean, I do hope it's working. I am, admittedly, rocking a very, very jury-rigged setup at the moment. So, let's hope it works. If it don't, well, c'est la vie. We are running on 50 milligrams of fuck it, we ball. But yeah. That should be the upper foot assembly. And, yeah, what else? What else? I could probably detail up, the foot thing to make it look fancy. See, do I have a tissue on me? Oh yeah, I do. That's the one from yesterday. I used to unfuck the color overflow, so it will so it probably will get messy. Oh, okay, fortunately enough, it did not. Yeah, I cannot physically, step out to grab the rubbing alcohol, so this will not be the cleanest looking pen line job. That's why I did certain things ahead of schedule. But he will be back. Wait, where? Why did I say that? It don't matter. It don't matter. None of that matters. Yeah, this should, alright. Just give that part a bit of a rub. Because the thing is, even though I cannot really run it down with a swab and rubbing alcohol at the moment, I can certainly get the bits that are on the flat ones, thanks to kind of the friction, since it's not like fully solidified there yet. So I can clean that out. As you can see, it's a bit more of a hassle to do. Once you get in there, there you go. Alright, this is starting to look a lot better. Again, will be a bit of a pain in the arse, but oh well. And the music, yes. A boomer did up too, didn't I? Oh well. But yeah, overall though, not bad, not bad. Okay, that is there's definitely some serviceable panel lining. Now, thing I wanted to do to get that one and apparently if I run it like this, and this, it should get kind of scrunched between the leg parts. Oh wait, is there a bit that can go over it? Oh, it goes vaguely over it. Okay, that is not the brightest kit engineering choice, but I guess it works. Kinda works-ish. It's pretty rough there. But got the red on the joints, and despite the leg bit being way too fucking loose, yeah, well, it can definitely be worked with though. That is a nice thing. Alright, so I can just do the bend and it's just gonna be in this like intermediate position, so that is cool, but I do not not a big fan of how, how little it really holds on. But yeah, that is most of the leg assembly done now. That should leave me with, oh yeah, these, piece number 17. That's this one. Alright, and I'm guessing that connects to a, should be a polycap number 6. Yeah, 6. Now, funnily enough, I've worked on a similar leg joint last weekend, because I think it was Sunday or Monday, or even Monday. But I I got to build the Death Scythe Hell, a high-grade Universal Century kit since Mrs. Shirt she bought herself one, so I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, we built that, and it was awesome. Now, that thing goes on top. That's this little hunk of thing. Right, piece number 13, and I'm guessing, yeah, this is another one where I could have lined it, but I was under a very awkward angle, so I'd rather skip that. This goes sideways in there. Okay, not the one. Okay, not the one. So it's number 12 or yeah, number 17 is the other leg, so makes sense. Victory jump scare, yeah! Very much so. Ooh! Stand up to the victory even though it has no legs, so... It's like... Oh. I should probably, top coat one specific piece because the torso... I tried to color correct it, and it's kind of rubbing off, so... Yeah. Might try and get that sorted. And right now I am... Okay. Thought I heard a piece fall, so I was like, oh no. Why do I hear boss music? But anyways, should be sufficient for this leg. HG Victory is one of my favorite late UC kits. I mean, honestly, not a bad pick. Granted, there's not... Oh, the OG Victory Gundam you're working on today. Yep, that is very much the, OG Victory Gundam. The LM... whatever. Not sure if the HG can transform into core blocks, though. I mean, you could probably just, take a plastic saw and, you know, carve certain bits to make them look like they're transformed. Like, if I were to, disconnect this main thing, and I'm guessing, get the Polycat 4 on the torso. Yes, my guess was correct. So if I were to get the torso on. Also, hi Matt. Speaking of Gundam anime, which Gundam anime UC-wise would be your absolute favorite? Would be Short Counterattack followed by Zeta Double Zeta Double A3 and Thunderbolt. I am very partial to Victory, very partial to F91, and I really like my MS Igloo. But, back to, the thing that, that Cleopatra Chan mentioned, that I wanted to touch on, you can technically make this thing look like it transforms, but what you would have to do here is pretty much get a way to move these bits. I also do love me some late UC like Crossbow and of course Victory, which is pretty much a damn good ending for UC. I mean, yeah, then there's G Savior, but most people don't really like to acknowledge G Savior for one reason or another. Uh, but yeah, honestly, let me go grab my core fighter, and I will also finish the leg assembly, because I am of the opinion that you can absolutely the Peak Savior. Also, the Victory 2 is one of my favorite Gundams next to the Hainu. I really like the D Gundam and the Crossbones. The D Gundam is because, well, it's a garbage Gundam and it's a silly one. And also the chaos and such. G Savior is overrated. I mean, I did not dislike it. It's not like super bad. Like, yeah, it's not it ain't much to write home about. Like, it's certainly given the room a run for its money in terms of like acting, but I don't think the people who were working on it had much in terms of direction, and as far as certain things go. So they did a good enough of a job, certainly. But yeah, going back to the tangent, as you can see, there's the legs. Now, if you may give me a second, I will go fetch the core fighter. There are far worse Gundam shows like Seed and Requiem for Vengeance. Well, Requiem for Vengeance is not bad as a fan animation, but it has some serious issues as a Gundam story. Although it needed a lot more time in the oven, and it needed somebody to kind of third wrangle the director. I'm sorry, but there's no like nice way to say it. Because there's definitely some like plot inconsistencies and such that should have been ironed out. But overall, if it was just if it was a fan animation, I'd be like, yeah, that's a cool one. G Saver, the mech itself is fine. I think it was good. The story itself or flop. Writer not from Sunrise. Many EF suits, aka content as enemies. MS are nice and sounds. I mean, I've played the PS2 game. It was silly. I enjoyed the campiness. Like, oh, cool! You shot the bad guy. Now fly back. I made some coffee. It was fun to play through, even though the controls were wonky. I will not delay myself any longer, and I will go grab the core fighter, because I wanted to show one thing off. So, yeah. Here's the thing, okay? So, you see this, right? The Victory Gun. Now, if I were to remove the arms, you can clearly see where kind of the core fighter section can be, right? You're pretty much working with the head section right here. Then, kind of the cockpit of the thing is where the torso thing goes. You basically have the general arch here, general, white arch here, and you have the head and so on and so forth. If you look at the backpack, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. The full detail is here. the thrusters, they open up and they all this that. But my point being that if you were to kind of alter the structure of, so it came separate with parts of the core. No, it just has this thing as a separate piece. But my point was that well, with something like the original Gundam, you have the core fighter that's embedded in the chest. With the GPO-1, you have, well, and with the FB, you have the core fighter that's kind of also embedded in the torso. Now, for kind of the main assembly for the Victory, we're looking at 3 pieces. Now, we have the shoulders, which all you need to do with the shoulders is to kind of mess with structure, which is not that hard. Look, I can demonstrate promptly. Just, I would have to remove this bit and pretty much move this thing a bit higher. But the problem is, if I move it out, the polycap ain't gonna fit, and it's gonna be a bit of a problem. It's gonna be a slight issue. But yeah, you can absolutely move this so that it's like, you know, the same block, and yeah. If you could move this circular bit a bit lower, which would probably come with its own issues, but I digress. You could technically rework that to have the arm folding thing, to have like a fully implemented arms transformation gimmick. It's troublesome, but might can be put into the core base and top. Yeah, I meant like, because here, if you're following, you know, my reason, so you have the core fighter, which is pretty much. Right, where did I put my carving needle? I might need to use that as a pointer. I don't think my improvised hobby knife will do it justice. So, basically, you have kind of the head section, and pretty much like the top thing. So, what you're working with for the second component is the arm assembly, this bit underneath the chest, probably this part, which this section would have to be separated, at which point you will run into an issue of it needing to be attached in a different method, in a different way. Same goes for the arms, since the upper torso is housing the polycap for the arms. But overall, you can absolutely get the separation there. Another thing that's kind of working in its favor is that here I will move on with the build to the thing that I want to show off, because the second bit, which is, you know, you have the core fighter, the hanger, and the boots. And the hanger, it's pretty much like the lower chest, the arms, and I think that's fine for being HG. I know. Look, I am not lampooning it. I know that the MG did implement a transformation mechanism which in turn compromised its structural integrity. What I'm trying to get at is that it would be possible to somewhat easily, somewhat easily in terms of the general concept of the conversion, but you would probably need to do a bit of scratch building in regards to what holds up what to make the rough transformation for stuff. Because if I see it, that's the front skirt. It gets put here, clicks in place like so. And yes, I am more than well aware that I can separate it, but I need these two pieces together for the sake of demonstration. So I click these in here, and these yeah, that's the front skirt. You grab the rear part, which is this one. Click them in place. What else? One thing that might be an issue, just a slight one, would be the side skirts, since they're supposed to be embedded into the side skirt, into the side assembly, which you have the holders for the side skirts. If only the camera would focus, you have the holders embedded in this main kind of pelvic area assembly. However, the block that holds the feet together is a single rod with another peg that allows it to be attached, right? So you can pretty much attach the feet, detach the feet. Now, on we go. Because I wanted to get around to showing off what exactly are we working with in regards to the lower area. The lower area has this front thing that is supposed to secure the front skirts in, which again you might have to find some engineering workaround. But for the rear skirt, all you have to do, really, at this point, is to just find a way to conjoin the rear skirt and the front skirt, and to attach them to the Victory's hanger module, right? There we go. This goes here to the back, which means I might as well get some markers in there. But yeah, now, one thing that I think I could have done in retrospect would be to turn the damn lights on. But yeah, that's the rear skirt. Now, if you wanted to have a disassembled Victory, I think personally that your best bet would be to get one HG Victory and one HG Victory Hexa. Well, the V-dash, because you get the Hexa head, you get the alternate core fighter, and you get everything that the HG Victory has. So now you have 2 kits. Now, this is in the mobile suit configuration, but with some resourcefulness, you could absolutely have like these front and back skirts. Thing issues followed up as well as Cosmo Babylonia. Yeah, but yeah, what I was trying to get at is that it is very much possible to convert a Victory Gundam HG into like this like part separated one. Since you have the top one, you just carve out all the pieces that compose the top. So just just cut out the whole upper chest assembly. Reroute the attachment points for the arms. Could be probably could be done via some ways, but yeah. Then all you'd have to do is to, well, the arms would be a problem, possibly, if you explicitly want to go for the fully transformed look and have the red thing up in the front, because this is just one chunk, one block. But otherwise, yeah, that is somewhat decently workable. No need to mess with that. But yeah, if you could, get this section there, over there, yeah, that's pretty much done. You'd probably need to seal up the back and get this static piece. You'd have to cut it out and glue it back in, or just get some putty and fill that in. But yeah, tangent over. I think that yes, if you wanted, you can absolutely convert. Hey, at least I have one non-grade UCFS. Hey, cool. But yeah, as I was saying, yes, if you had the know-how and such, it is possible to convert this one into a Victory Gundam in its like transformed, separated state. Even if if this thing is built, well, this thing is optimized for its mobile suit configuration, like this model kit right here. But yeah, it was a nice tangent to go on. I will just... Oh yeah, I think that's good enough. Yeah, I kind of separated the front skirt. Yeah, it should be good enough. This is the thing that's holding him on the suit itself, so I just have to place him like that. Have the front thing be what keeps him there. One thing I'm not a big fan of is the fact that this thing will start rubbing against I decided to hop onto GGNF because YOLO. Hell yeah. But yeah, current thoughts on the build, I should probably either clean up the color correction I did on the on this torso section, or just top coat it. Just reapply and top coat it. Next things on the docket would be to clean up the pen lining on the thighs. But other than that, we are looking at a nigh complete kit. The only touch-ups that I want to do with this one, honestly, would probably just be some pen lining in the vein of you know, kind of deepening some of the panel separation, and then, you know, using pen liner to kind of emphasize those. But other than that, I think it's shouldn't be hard to have it look simple, be simple, without with it looking decently enough. Like, there you go. This is the Victory Gundam. Like, and speaking of about the V Gundam in GGNF, I have sale on the regular Victory Gundam. That's funny. I think she wouldn't be half bad on the Hexa, since the Shrike team did. Seems snap joint looks strong enough to stand itself. Yep. I mean, look. Oh, shit. Okay, I fumbled that, but if you like that, there you go. It is stable enough, and it can also have the core fighter. It can just carry the core fighter. I think I had the core fighter there, like, kind of like in the same holding way as, you know, kind of a bouquet of flowers, like this, pretty much. There you go. And then you can, of course, do the silly action poses, like, yeah. Okay, man, that knee bend is really cool. I gotta say, that's a really good looking knee bend. However, I just wanted a moderate bend, not like full on 90 degrees. But yeah, I reckon you can probably go like this, and have it be flying at stuff. Oh. Shit. Okay, I needed to color it green. Yeah, let me get my lights on. I may not need that, actually, because guess what? It didn't fall too far. Man, another part kind of saved by the divine providence. Holy shit. See, this is one of the things that has me believing that there's a dude in the clouds looking out for people, because holy shit, I got super lucky with that. A part this small and I did not lose it. Not sure when the Gun Easy are gonna be a thing. Yeah, same. It's been over 10 years. Well, it's been over 13 years. Literally remove and color it green. Yeah, that's also possible. Although the Gun Easies do have some differences, so it's not like as straightforward. But yeah. Yeah, what else? What else? Yeah, I will probably go put it on the shelf. Yep. And then kind of tidy up after myself. Let's see. Did I leave any runners? Yep. those can go. Same goes for the polycaps. Markers go here. This thing there. But yeah, it was an awesome stream. I was glad I could, build alongside you. Yep, there you go. Moved that there, and this is probably in the recycling bin. Let's see. Right, my hobby tools are on the bed. Where to now? Yeah, this thing, the manual is getting put into my pile of surplus parts. So right now it's gonna be put here. These guys are getting put on the shelf until further notice, and I will might as well get the box cover art. See, I've been trying to like reduce the amount of big boxes I have on my shelf. So what I've been doing is I still have unfinished business with my non-grade egg. Nice. But yeah, so I will try to get the box kind of disassembled so that, you know, I've seen a lot of people just turn the kind of the box art into artwork that can be, like, you know, shown off. So I've been piling up my Gunpla boxes and kind of butchering the tops in sort of the same way. Let's see, I am trying to find the artist name. Oh, another one by Tomotake Kinoshita. So one. Excuse my horrible handwriting. 1/144. H G U C Victory Gundam. There you go. So Tomotake Kinosh, yeah, by Tomotake Kinosh. It's probably like Kinoshita Tomotake or something like that. Good thing at least the least profit good thing like least profit like V Gundam got revived, so less trouble like average 15+ year old anime now. Yeah, I mean it's I'm glad that it's got an HGUC kit, especially a 2010s kit. The Victory, I mean. As for one, I am by no means a master grade builder, and the amount of suits that I like and would be interested in getting in master grade size for master grade prices is measured in single digits. Maybe the egg guy, but even then I'd be kinda on the fence. Or the Girazulu. Or the High Gog. Maybe the Gyaradoga, but I've only found the Gyaradoga for like 70 euros, which, yeah, no, no. Ain't no way I'm getting that for such a price tag. But yeah, I will I'll go stash things away. In the meantime, let's see. What can I toss up on screen? In the meantime, you know what? Me, still dreaming of MG's Zog. Oof. Big oof. Also, first off, I'm gonna get, okay, and I'll get the table cam off. Where is the table cam? There is the table cam. In the meantime, you can go look at animation demos. Because I need to tidy up my room. Oh yeah, I managed to finish up. Oh, I'm on my Gundams. Yeah, I managed to finish up right when the the victory Gundam display became a thing. That is funny. But yeah, I will move the table cam there. I will move the tissue over there, and I will organize things on my table once again. I had to go and fuck my workspace. That's pretty much like non-negotiable. But yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the little thing, the little show off thing while I was gone. I am, yeah, I am going to call it for today. So I appreciate you all tuning in, hanging out. Hopefully I did not boomer my audio. That is very nice to say the least. And I will take my leave. But before that, a couple things. First off, I'm about a quarter of the way done on the next video. It will probably be out later today. It's it's certainly going to be a fun one. It'll be about the Haro no Puyo Puyo. Second of all, there is new there's two new emojis that I tested on the server. Maybe when this channel starts picking up some steam, it should it's gonna get those chat emojis as well. Hopefully, it would be funny just seeing gun tank woo emojis or you know assorted silly faces, flood the chat. That would be nice, and that would be silly. But I guess we'll see. And with that said, this has been the Shirtlad signing out. Thank you. Thank you. Good stream.